that was the wrong screen. Damn it, sometimes I just click on the wrong thing. Hello, welcome. We're going to be continuing with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines tonight. And possibly finishing it. Because, as far as I remember, we've only got, like, a decision and maybe 2 major battles to do before we finish the game? Something like that. Not giving away anything. I mean, I've said before, right near the beginning of the game even, that as you get along in the game, it becomes more and more about combat. As is usually the case with role-playing games. So, talking away out of situations means less. And it's more about all the guns. Sewers offer great protection and secrecy to vampires who wish it. Yes. So, what we had done last time was we had infiltrated the Society of Leopold, rescued this archaeologist Johansson, and from him we learnt a fair deal about the Ankara sarcophagus. His opinions of it, he was just a human, so he considers it as being completely normal. You know, it has its ancient Assyrian king in it, though it's got odd markings on it, which denote references to, like, drinking blood, so that's a bit off-settling. And he was upset that he had been captured by the Society of Leopold. They were trying to protect him from vampires, namely us, well, and LaCroix, but we rescued him, got the information from him, let him go, because, you know, he doesn't have any other part in this. And we're a nice guy. And then we came back, told LaCroix that we need a key, and there's a lot of other talking on. Ming Zhao came up to us, said, hey, you know, we're actually trying to be your buddies, and you can't trust LaCroix. Duh. And shows us that it was actually Ming Zhao who was transformed into Nines Rodriguez when we went to Alistair Grout's mansion, and apparently she was the one who killed Alistair Grout under orders of LaCroix. They were working together, apparently. But then you can assume that the Kuei Jin, betrayed the agreement between them and LaCroix, because I believe it's been said that the Kuei Jin have the key to the Ankara sarcophagus. It requires a key to open. So that's what we're kind of looking for at the moment. We also went to see Nines Rodriguez because LaCroix sent us after him because he wants to have an alliance with the Anarchs, which against the Kuei Jin, because, you know, alliances, blah blah blah. Now the Kuei Jin are the major enemies, not the Anarchs and all that. So we had to go to Griffiths Park to find Nines. We found Nines, then we lost him because he got pushed off a cliff by a werewolf. We got attacked by a werewolf too. I died multiple times, but we ended up killing it. Something I hadn't done before in the game. It was a bit tricky to pull off though. And then Jack showed up to rescue us and drove us back to our apartment in Santa Monica. And he's just woken us up and said, hey, you've got to go to the other side of Santa Monica area, because there's a cab driver there who will take you to where you want to go, because you have a decision to make. And also there's a blood hunt on your head, because LaCroix wants you dealt with. Apparently LaCroix tried to kill us at Griffith Park. There was a fire which was set there, which drew the werewolves to us. Because werewolves in the World of Darkness are big sort of defenders of Gaia and the natural world. So the park being on fire would have made them very angry. And so now we've got to pretty much just avoid a whole bunch of vampires who are looking to cash in on this blood hunt on our head, which is like a bounty. Pardon me. I'm just having some tea. And, yeah, so we've got a decision to make. And I've mentioned this a few times. As far as I remember, there's a decision to join one of, I think, 5 factions in the game. Or one of 5 different endings to the game. I was actually going to look up on for today. But I just suppose I'm just going to have to fly by the seat of my pants. The factions you can join, from what I remember, are Sebastian LaCroix, the Camarilla, the Anarchs, the Kuei Jin, or yourself. the sort of neutral loner option. I would like to go for the neutral loner option, because I believe that's considered to be the canon ending of the game. My first playthrough, I've mentioned this a few times, I went with the Camarilla ending, which is not with LaCroix, that's with Maximilian Strauss, because it's decided that LaCroix is acting in his own interests, not the interests of the Camarilla, and he's expending too many resources and being too risky in the pursuit of this Ankara sarcophagus, to the exclusion of everything else. From what I remember of that ending, you end up... well, things happen and the sarcophagus ends up getting put into storage and assumably forgotten about for, I don't know, a period of time. I don't really think something like that would actually get forgotten, but you know, the ending from what I remember is just the sarcophagus disappearing into a massive warehouse. So yes, anyway. I hope we'll be able to have a decision. I don't know how much the decisions you make with the different factions will affect the ending, or whether it's just a dialogue choice at the end of the game which chooses which faction you end up aligning with. Or your previous decisions might not matter. It's just this one decision at the end. Which I do know some games are like that. I think Deus Ex Human Revolution's like that? I vaguely remember that. I only played through that game once. Anyway. Oh, we can't go into the sewer. For some reason, it's now locked. So we have to go among the streets. Oh, hello. And there's these guys! Vampires! I still don't know who that is what that vampire there is supposed to be. Some kind of war form. Maybe it is supposed to be a gangrel or something. That's the Nosferatu, obviously. Actually, the player character model for the female Nosferatu. Will I be able to sneak past you? Yes, I can. You are dumb. There's another one right there. If we don't have to fight them, that'll be fine. There's another two at the end there. There's no one on the streets. It's just a whole bunch of vampires. I think all the rooms are closed. Yes. So if we go down this way, we have to get through here, because if we see our log, a blood hunt has been called on your sorry ass. You need to get across Santa Monica to a cab that is waiting for you. And we still haven't done this quest. It's kind of irrelevant right now. So yeah. There's probably some quests I missed during the game aside from that one, but who cares? I'm hoping... Actually, no. I just remembered. I think we will have an opportunity. Ooh. Interesting. There's another vampire over there. That's a, the male model for Bruja. That's a female model for a Malkavian. Excuse me, lads. Ladettes. I'm just going to be moozing past. If I don't have to fight you, I would prefer not to. Did someone move a rubbish bin in the way? I hope I can jump over that. Come on, it's a bin. It's got wheels on it even. I should be able to just push it out of the way. I'm a vampire, aren't I? I mean, all these people would be fully willing to, you know, kill me. But, considering how powerful we are, not really that sporting for us to, Or bins. I think I could get over this. No. Do I have to go around through the parking lot? Let's try that. Okay, that's another one of those bat-type creatures there. And I think that's a... think that's a Ventru, the female Ventru model. I'm going to go up this way. And possibly use blood buff to rip these bars off. Oh! Well, the bars are already ripped off. Thank you very much. We never actually did that ourselves. You need rather high strength to be able to do that. There's another guy down there. Are you a vampire or are you human? Might be a vampire. Vampire? No, you're just a dude. Oh, excuse me for a moment. I would like if in the sequel they did the whole drinking blood mechanic similar to this. With the whole go into third person and zoom out. Everything else goes black and white as you focus on it. It's a really nice effect. Even if it clips through the world. I believe the whole reason for it is that, you know, while you're drinking blood, your whole world just narrows down to that one thing. I think it does pretty well with that. Okay. Why are we so sneaky? Character wasn't meant to be stealthy. I put so many points into sneaking and all that over the time. It's just kind of indispensable. Especially because some of the quests require you to sneak. Well, to get the best outcome, they require you to sneak. There's a female Nosferatu, that is a male Ventru, and that is the male Malkavian model over there. And there's our taxi. But yes, some of the quests actually require you to sneak to get the best ending, or to get the most reward out of them. The Elizabeth Dane is one of those. You can kill everyone on it. LaCroix gets upset at you for that. Maybe I'll show that. I might do... I kind of think in the future I might do another playthrough of this game as a Malkavian to sort of show off the dialogue for that, because it's fun. Not like other people have done that. Of course they have. Hey guy, how's it going?
Where to?
Where to? He sounds a bit different. I don't know, just drive. Anywhere but here. Get me the hell out of Santa Monica. Help, get me out of town.
Are you certain? The fee will be steep.
Whatever, just drive.
Very well.
I hope we didn't, like, make a bad decision there. I just thought that would be a funny thing to say. ... So, yeah, I think this is supposed to be the same taxi driver we've been having throughout the game. It's just he sounds quite different, so... Ahem. So, you know Jack? I'm having a hell of a night, let me tell you.
The night has not been kind to you.
I mean, because he's got this friggin', you know, blah, I am a vampire voice. No night has been kind since I became... Never mind. Let's just say I wish it was the afternoon. Nothing I can't handle. If it weren't for Jack... Say, you know anything about Jack?
I only recently made the acquaintance of Mr. Jack. He intrigues me very much. There are so few like him these nights, I think. But then, I only know what I hear from others about the kindred of this city. It sounds as if there are many who seek to sway the children of Cain to their side. Many who believe they shape the destiny of the blood. You work for Prince LaCroix, don't you?
Yeah, for all his faults, he has the city's best interests at heart. Oh boy. I don't know about LaCroix, but the Camarilla is essential to Kindred survival. I'm through with LaCroix. I should have backed Nines right when he saved me. I work for no one. I'm out of the city. Good riddance, LA. I'm gonna go with that, because I want the neutral option.
You could frown, but do you really think you could escape your reputation? I know little about you, except the rumors that you've killed the Anarch leader and betrayed your own kind.
It's not true. I didn't kill Nines. That's all bullshit. What else can I do but run? Oh. It's not true. I didn't kill Nines.
You have been accused.
Not that that really matters. Yeah.
This reputation would travel with you until your final night. Your only recourse is to clear this charge, or to smite the conspirators working against your good name.
I should go to the prince. If he knew what happened, he'd forgive me. He's the one who tried to kill us several times. Ever since the beginning, really. If the Anarchs knew what really happened, take me to the Anarchs. I don't trust anyone anymore, except me. Smiting sounds good. Best suggestion I've heard yet. I don't trust anyone anymore, except me.
This is the path of legends and pariahs. I have walked before with those who have tried to cast off jihad. Their reasons were many, but their paths always ended in the same place. Emptiness.
Yeah, well, emptiness sounds a whole lot better than eating shit. Turn this taxi around. I want to wash my name clean with the blood of my enemies. Stay, run, fight. Doesn't matter. You have no idea what I've been through. Who are you to give advice? This guy seems to know a heck of a lot. Stay, run, fight. Does it matter?
I'm just a driver. I can't take you anywhere unless you tell me where to go.
I've got to do this alone. There's no one I can trust.
If you must, Ming Zhao and LaCroix, when they are destroyed, the city will become chaos. With no heads, you can walk past this beast and into a legend. But you may never know peace. The lives of legends are the prey of the ambitious.
Thanks for your concern, but I'll be just dandy. I've always wanted to be a legend. The sooner the better. Wait, I think I'm over my head here. There's got to be a better way. Thanks for your concern, but I'll be just dandy.
Then I will drop you off in Chinatown. Your legend can grow there.
Before I go, I need to make a few stops.
Where to?
I need weapons. ... Take me to Trip's pawn shop. Take me to Curios. Trip's pawn shop? Really? Why just there? It's got basically nothing. Take me to Curios.
Word is you turned your back on the Camarilla. I don't understand. I served these people for 30 years. They've always treated me well. I think you're making a big mistake. But I'm not gonna stop you. I got no death wish.
They tried to have me killed. Nothing personal against you. Now I need guns. If you're smart, you'll switch sides too. Now let me buy some guns. He doesn't really have a choice because he's just a ghoul. He'd have his throat ripped out if he had did anything like that. They tried to have me killed. Nothing personal against you. Now I need guns. Thanks. I'm glad that he's still willing to deal with us. I'd imagine he'd be putting himself on the line for that. He is a real trustworthy guy. As we were told right near the beginning. Who can you trust? I think it was the man Jack. Or Jack and the guy on the couch, so. Don't need that. Got ammunition for the rifle. Gonna get ammunition for my Colt Anaconda. And I've got ammunition for the Brock. NATO rounds. Oh, you don't have ammunition for the McCluskey .50 caliber. Ah. Oh, you do. Duh. I keep thinking this is like ammunition for a submachine gun. Oh. We've already got enough though, but get some more. That what you... That's for the Brock. This is for the Stair Org, which I'm really not that impressed with. It's just the machine guns. They just spray bullets everywhere, and you don't hit consistently with them. I can't even really... I'm not good enough. I'm not used to the shooting mechanics enough to offset the wild firing all over the place. Flamethrower is the most important thing. Not like we need anything else. Thank you.
Where to?
Okay. I was going to say, are you going to be looking where you're going? I need to buy blood. I don't think Vandal will sell us anything unless we paid him. Do I need blood? Sure. Let's try.
Blood don't grow on trees.
Yeah, I never did finish that. I'm in kind of a hurry right now. Maybe your blood will do.
Well, mistakes are made from time to time. Without them,
Wow.
some of us might never have been born. I don't know what I'm saying half the time. Have a freebie. My compliments. You need more?
Wow, that didn't take much. Interesting. I didn't think that the game would actually have a dialogue if you never actually found him someone. Yeah, I need some more blood. So he actually gave us some blue blood pack. These are like small, medium, large health kits. You know, the older the blood, the more potent it is, and the more points it will restore, and the more it will heal you. This does say Elder Vitae. I don't actually know. I don't think it would count as Diablerie if it's not drunk straight from the vampire, as it were, fresh off the vine. If it's in a bag, I kind of assume through mystical hoodoo and all that stuff it wouldn't really count as Diablerie because it's not, you know, as I said, it's not fresh from the vampire, so. I'll get one of those. I get one of those. I get 2 or 3 of those. The thin Vader cash in your wallet would get me far. Now, if there was anything after the game, I'd probably want to keep like $500 on me just so that I can do things. But we're pretty sneaky. Maybe we could lift a few wallets. Ready to head to Chinatown. Okay, so as you saw there, it is like that. You make your decision right at the end of the game. All the decisions you've made up until then, I'm assuming don't matter. It could be that you might sideline, say, the Anarchs so much during the game that they just won't believe you. But somehow I doubt it. Okay, so we're here in Chinatown in the, I forget what it was called. Temple of the Golden something or other. And we've got these dudes with knives. They have knives? Yeah, they got knives. Just knives. I can't, like...
Hey, where'd they go?
I can't, stealth kill them. Oh well. No biggie. The less combat we have to do until a certain part, the better. Now, there's one reason why I bought the flamethrower. Though it's been useful in the past. Since I've had it. Other things. But... yeah. People who have played this game probably know what I'm talking about. And let me tell you, the first time I played this, good gravy, did I have so much difficulty. Being a melee-focused Malkavian, ugh. I think you get potence as a Malkavian, which kind of pushes you towards being melee, but dementation is just completely useless against, well, targets which really matter. Eat a crossbow? A modern variant of an ancient Chinese weapon, fires silently, but has to be cocked before each shot. Huh. Neat. I can't take it, my inventory's full, and I don't really want to drop any of my guns, but, damage potential is 32, lethality is 16. 24.
Oh.
I kind of want to drop the Stare Org for this. Fire rate is high. Base damage is 1. Base damage 2. Fate adjustment 0. Range is long. Reload speed is medium. I mean, a crossbow is pretty cool. I'm gonna keep the Stare Org. People might get upset. I can't remember what that weapon's like. I actually completely forgot about it. Oh, another crossbow. Well, who cares? Let's go in here. I wonder what these things say. Really nice architecture. With these massive doorknobs on the doors. Oh, they stick so far, so out of place. Hey, ratties. Excuse me. No one here. Could kill you. Okay. This looks likely. Let's head down here. Okay. Save. So all those were humans, as far as I remember. You could deal with them with Demon Tate. I'm probably making a bigger deal out of this than it actually is, but it's just it's something that's stuck in my mind. Huh. It's kind of cool. Powered by water or something? I wonder if there's any items or anything to find around here. Shrine. What's in here? More crossbows? Nothing. Ammunition. Right. This music actually kind of reminds me of the music for, oh, what's it called? The, jungle city in, Diablo 2. I suppose it's just a wind instrument nature of it. Kinda like to play through Diablo 2 again sometime. So many things. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. There's just massive amounts of ammunition around here. Yoink. Kinda makes me feel a bit it makes me a bit upset about buying the ammunition. But I'm glad they're going to stock you up like this. Another crossbow. Don't need it. Okay. Along here. Ow! Damn it! Booby traps. There was two on each side. Actually, that is kind of impressive. Look at that! Plus physics! Hey! I mean, we've seen them on people, but actually in the environment? That's nifty. No? Yeah, for game 2004. I just gotta fumble around here until we find where we're supposed to go. Nope. This is the other way. Back up. This is where a minimap would come in real handy. Okay, I think that's where we came down over there. Yes, and then I went up there, so... Okay. We can't open this. It's locked, is it? I'm just saving. Shh. Quiet. There's no one here. Like, I just pop up for a moment and everyone notices me. Whoa-hey. Hey, you. Whoa-hey. Hmm. Could you, like... That door's locked, so there's no point going through there anyway. What's over here? That door's locked as well. Over here? That's where all the beds were, so we didn't go over here. Oh. It's the dining room. The most alert guards. Uh-oh. 97, 98, 90... oof. Okay. Okay. So good. Hey. Kinda looks Japanese with that helmet. It's like a samurai kabuto, isn't it? Hmm. Oh, I won't be able to get past this. It's gonna stab me again. Okay. Successfully disarmed. Assumably, they just see the trap get sprung, and they're just like, huh. I wonder what caused that. Going back around? Those are some real shiny tables. Ignore. Oh, I'm not wearing my heavy armor. Let's put that back on. So we look like a big red hot dog again. I'd be completely fine with the suit if it just had something to break up the color. I was like, what was that? They just leapt down to the walls and they're like, oh, wait, hang on. Okay. Save. Yeah, there's a big water wheel in here. That's kind of cool. Is this all based off of somewhere? Or is this all just made up for the game?
Hey, hey.
Well. No! Pull out the friggin' baseball bat, you. Behold! Here we see celerity, high level celerity. I'm actually moving quite a bit faster now, or they're moving quite a bit slower. So much for the sneaky approach. Ow! So gravy. I think you're the weaker guy. Knob. Here we go. Okay, well, so much for the stealthy approach. They fire those crossbows really, really quickly. Damn it. There we go. Ooh, and they got a bunch of katanas too. We'll pick one of those up. A light, slightly curved sword. A curved traditional Japanese sword designed for quick slashing attacks. To Kindred, a competent swordsman is far more dangerous than a sharpshooter. Well, because you can use your naturally enhanced strength in the attack. So, you know. We're a sharpshooter. Because guns. It means I don't get blood all over my suit. Okay, let's drop down here. Ow! Do you mind, sir? Nom. Ow! You sure you guys are human? Stop this. Nom. There we go. Toss. Okay, how much experience points do we have? 23. I might put another point into celerity. It's been quite useful. And I would have probably been a bit more proactive about increasing my disciplines if they had much of a difference as they got higher. Celerity does. Things get slower and you get faster and all that, but it's not like, say, the Tremere's blood magic, which actually has different effects depending on what level it is, and you can cast different levels of the ability. Or the gangrels, where it's like, oh, first level you get claws, second level you get such and so on. I think they can summon, like, clouds of bats to attack the enemy, or ravens, or something like that. Finance. Yes, what I need now is money. Okay, that's fine. That is pretty cool. Do we need to go down? Excuse me, buddy. Just... who do you think you are? Knob. Okay. Wait, I can push this? No. It's stuck. You rarely ever see that little push icon. Mostly for some boxes, but the things which you can push, they're physics, so you can just push them anyway. Even when that icon shows up, they tend to be physics. Well, this looks important. Let's stumble through all these traps. Oi. Guy over there. This is nothing. Let's go back to sneaking. Sneaking around with my pistol aimed. Nothing here. Okay. Hey! Celerity really does make using a pistol like this a bit more reasonable, because you have much more time to just shoot, but earlier on you don't face that many enemies, so you don't need it. Combat in this game's not really difficult, I think, overall. It's just Ow! The bosses, which, you know, don't match a lot of the rest of the game's difficulty. Come on. There we go. Woo! We can actually dodge crossbow bolts. Or we dodged one of them. Just another one of these small side rooms. Okay, I'm gonna save. I have no idea where I'm going. I don't know when we'll come across what we're supposed to be here for. I believe if you hurt the person while they're stunned from the attack, they're a bit easier to feed from. They're just standing as cubby holes the whole time. Ooh. Massive Buddha. Ah, yes. Push. Push. I mean, we could even just take these Buddhas off and put them onto there. Okay, is that as far as we need? Or do we need more to push it down even further? Like, I think the icon's just showing that you can push it, not really that you have to press a key to push it. Because I can just bump into these. Yeah, okay. That's as far as it goes. Let's save. Okay. Continue on down here. Right. Right. Memories are worming their way back into my head. I think we need four statues? And there should be one in each of the corners of this area? Yeah, it's real dungeon crawling now. There's one. There's another. Okay. I am going to, I think, pull out my shotgun. And we're going to presence, Auspex celerity. Hey, ow! And hit a blade trap and instantly die. Well. All the buffing in the world means nothing if you immediately stumble into a trap and die. Okay. Let's do that again with more feeling. I just have constant memories of this room near the end. Oy. Hey, you. Oh, someone's coming up behind me! It's going to interrupt my snack time. Ow! Good lord. Good gravy. Almost killed me with that. Careful. You're just wielding knives. It's because I didn't have presents on, I suppose. Okay. Was there sparkles on the ground for that trap? I just blunder into it like a blind fool. Okay. Ooh, they've got flaming crossbows. Ow! Yeah, I can't actually see. Any marks on the floor for a trap there. Wait, but there is a little pressure plate. Okay, get. Ow! Damn it. Hello, welcome. Have you lost much? We've been playing for about 46 minutes? But not really. I made the decision where we're playing neutral. That's fine. And at the moment we've just been crawling through this dungeon here, so not too much overall. Not really much overall. We haven't had any major boss fights. Ow! Boom! Listen to that. Whoa. Behold, all the motion blur. And there we go. This is like some max pain level action. Okay, I'd actually like to feed from you. Blood buff. Nom. Do these guys have different crossbows which have incendiary ammunition, or? Oh, that didn't fill up our blood meter? Interesting. Elephant. Pyro crossbow. It is actually a different one. That might actually be quite useful. What would I drop in its stead? I keep it the shotgun, but at the same time, it's I think I'm probably going to drop the Brock. Just this is much better. I don't. Made my decision. Although we bought a bunch of ammunition for it. Okay. Because pyro crossbows. Jade elephant. Pyro crossbow will be useful against vampires. Like the flamethrower. I don't know if we can buy ammunition for this. I don't think so. Wait. Yoink. Yoink. Jade dragon. Let's go get the other two. Ooh. Okay, I'm also actually going to have to pay attention to something here. Okay, so that was elephant. Elephant's 4 posts. I just remembered this. Piece of paper, piece of paper. There's a piece of paper I can write on. It is. Okay, so elephant equals 4 posts. Dragon equals rings? I gotta put They're all pretty distinct, but... Oop, not this way. Because we have to put them onto the right plimps. I could just put them on now. I kind of want to wait until the last one. Until I have them all, so... We can do them all at once. This way? Nope! That was a wrong decision. Okay. Celerity. All space. Oh. Oh, they're over there. Ha ha ha. Okay, this is cat. Cat equals circles. Lovely. I hit the torch and we set off the trap. Oh, I didn't pick him up. Oh, I picked up one of them. Whoop. Okay. No big deal. Not like the plimps change. This way. And over here. Don't jump into the brazier. That would not help the situation at all. Whoop. Or it's like, what's it called? Beer. That's a game I kind of would like to play through on stream. If I did that, it would probably, ow, be a pistol, ow, pistol only run. Interesting that they're pyro crossbows don't actually do aggravated damage. And crane equals twist. Not that I need to write that down since it's the last one. Save. What's this piece of paper? Oh. Just a piece of paper. Wait. And up. Kitty, come with me. Okay. Right. Actually, let's see if I can remember this without the note. Elephant was 4 posts. Dragon was rings. This twist was the crane. And the circles was the cat. There we go. Okay, friggin' portal. Really cool effect. It's very quiet. Why am I lost in this dungeon? I'm not lost. It's just everything else isn't where it's supposed to be. We're going through the temple in Chinatown to find Ming Xiao. So, wait. That's why we're here. Because if we're going to be independent, we're going to have to deal with everyone.
Disappointment, Kindred.
Aha.
This was not meant to be your destination, but your path will end here.
Oh, really? My purpose is not yours to decide. Don't give me that crap. You don't know any more than any of the rest of us. Shut up and hand over the key. Don't give me that crap. You don't know any more than any of the rest of us.
You were never more than a pawn, Kindred.
Yeah.
Puppet of those who drew the boundaries on your horizon. It was I who sensed in you the power to right the balance of the city. It will give me no joy to bring you final death.
You won't need to do any mourning for me. You, on the other hand.
You will have time to ponder this folly as you are devoured by worms and disease in the hell of burrowing maggots. 1,000 years shall you suffer.
Whatever. And yeah, it's lovely. It's wonderful. It's a great source of frustration. Let's hope we do better than I remember doing on this. Ow! Eat! Flamethrower! Okay, let's not doing as much as I thought it would be. Let's just pump it full of bullets. This isn't even the most annoying bit about it, from what I remember. Okay. So yeah, it spawns little ones. And I think you have to kill them to be able to keep it from healing or something? Okay. Ah. Quick! Blood me! And... stop throwing! Ow! Glug. Okay, steel org time. I said steel org time. I need more bullets. Ow. Okay. Ah! Dagga, 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 dagga. Hey, one of your arms have come off. This is for all the pain and misery I remember you giving me when I was playing as Malkavian all those years ago. Ah! Uh-oh. Little ones! Oh! Yeah, that's why you want to kill them. Because if you leave them, they turn into another one. Oh. Good gravy. I don't know whether they count as separate entities or not. Ugh. As a melee focused character, it is just such a pain. Okay. Imagine doing that when you're wielding a sledgehammer and these little ones keep appearing, but you can't take your attention off that because it will just smack you around. So you have to... They just keep appearing and you end up with like 5 or 6 massive ones around the place. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the show. Out of here. Right. Well, that's Ming Xiao dealt with. And there's the key. I'm gonna rest a moment. Oh. Guns made that much easier. I didn't have to be up in its face the whole time. Hey, they're so happy. Okay. Are these things? I don't really know. No, I'm gonna keep those. Maybe. Or drink one of these. He says, immediately going back on what he was saying. Okay. I kind of hope we get the opportunity to get some more ammunition. We've still got quite a bit, but that did take a fair bit. Sarcophagus key. Yoink! Hey, the portal appears again. See, there's no, like, door into here. Don't know where this is. Oi!
Where to?
Oh, hey. Okay, we could actually go and buy more blood. We don't have a lot of money. It's time to finish this.
We are here.
Hey, who are you? How do you know so much? Wish me luck. About time. I'm starting to feel a little antsy. Yeah. Hey, who are you? How do you know so much?
I drive people to their destination. That is who I am. Remember, wherever we go, it is the blood of Cain which makes our fate. Farewell, vampire.
Right. Bye. I kind of like the fate I make myself. See you around, cabby. Cain? You believe that shit? Thought you were sensible. See you. This is very funny if you're playing as a Malkavian. I kind of like the fate I made myself. See you around, cabby. Maybe if our intelligence was higher, we'd have different dialogue choices. Because I believe if the level of your intelligence determines, like, the questions you can give and all that.
LaCroix says I'm not supposed to let you up under any circumstances.
Oh.
He says I should escort you out of the building, so I'm afraid you're gonna have to leave.
What if I were to say no? Sorry, I can't do that. Ask yourself, what's more important? My love, my life, or my low-paying job? Good. Ah! Ow! I don't want to hurt Chunk. Chunk's been there for us the whole time. Whoop. Did you become my friend? Wait a moment. Presents. No, I didn't think this had a chance of, No, presents just, like, intimidates him. I didn't think it, like, had a chance of, making it friendly. Though he did go green, briefly. Stop that. Ow! Stop that. Go. You got a lot of blood in you. Very nice. Hey, Chunk, you still around? I don't want to hurt you, man. Oh, I think he ran out? Hope so. Oh, there he is. Don't! Okay, let's just leave him. Yes, the elevator will go down and it will go up as well. Does this lead anywhere? Nope, just turrets. Could actually go up this. Well, that's down. Actually, hold on. Did we ever go down here? This just leads to a sewer entrance. Okay. Oh, and there's an elevator down here as well. It's got 2 buttons for up. Beep. Okay. Up we go. Hey LaCroix, coming for you. That didn't sound good. Someone stopped the elevator. Lockpick difficulty of 10. Yeah, we did actually go that far up. He's holding his gun with his hands, with his fingers open. It's glued to his palm. There we go. Quang! Painful way to die. Yeah, we're not that high up. Does the elevator ride take that long? Computers off. Okay. Let's save. Get the flamethrower ready. Oh yeah, I could have actually bought some more flamethrower ammunition. Let's just reload it. Though I think for this part coming up, it's not as useful. But we'll see.
Someone there? Hey, who's there? Someone there? Hey,
No one's here.
Hey, who's there?
Oh, that's hilarious how you can lead them around like that.
I lost him. Someone there? Huh? Hey, who's someone there? Huh?
Hey, who's there?
Someone there? Huh? Hey, where'd they go?
I don't know. No one here.
Someone there? Hey, who's there? Someone there? Someone there?
Fine, I'll just leave you. You're lucky.
Hey, where'd they go?
Just officers. Suppose LaCroix left everyone off work early?
Someone there?
No. Let's see. Dodeca Technoco. I don't think I've ever seen that. I suppose there's multiple companies in this tower. It's not just devoted to LaCroix's business. Because Chunk, right at the beginning, when we first came here, did say whether we wanted Sebastian LaCroix or LaCroix, founder of the baby formula company or something like
Someone
that.
there?
So...
They're gone.
yeah, they totally are.
Huh? Hey, who's there?
No one's here.
Hey, who's there?
No one's here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you did. Okay, save again. And... Can I... 99. It sounds like an iron girder hitting the ground. It's just a pistol. Or a revolver. Is there anything down here? E8. Okay. Save. Again, and let's go through here. Ooh. Hey, cool. It's like a little food court. They're like, quick! Deploy in a cool manner! They just couldn't wait. A bunch of, like, SWAT guards just came in. Nope. They're like, oh, did that guy just, die? Nah, that's fine. We have seen these guys before, a body of one or two of them, when the, Sabat attacked. They have steel orgs. There's a mass of pizzas on the table. LaCroix having a midnight snack, perhaps. You know, this is where, like, team communication comes in and is really important. Man down! Man down! Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, it's just a stack of pizzas. Oh. I want pizza. Okay. Get. There. And there. Ow! Ow! Where are you, you sod? Oh, there you are. Oi! Oi! Damn it! Platforming, no! It's actually kind of hard to platform when you're in slow-mo, because I don't know what my velocity is. Okay. What the? You can actually see, like, the ripples in the air from the bullets passing through the atmosphere. It's pretty nice. See, that's the neat thing about the abilities, is that they actually do change how things are presented. I'd forgotten that was the thing. Ow. There we go. Coming for you! Damn it.
Hey, stop right there.
There we go. Okay. Has 9 survived the werewolf? Maybe. We did actually stop in to see, so... Because I think that involves joining the Anarchs. Let's go... Where do we go from here? Oh. Up the tube. Wait. Okay. Save. I mean, if we killed one, he should have had a pretty easy job of it. Apparently this place is still under construction, or maybe this is where the explosion happened. Or this place really is just glitter and glamour on the outside, and on the inside it's like still under construction.
Hey, right there.
Hey! I was in the middle of something. Right. Where were we? There we go. Draining people in a combat zone, as long as you're not getting attacked by other people, it's actually a really useful way to get rid of enemies. Because it's essentially a one-shot kill. He's like, no! Okay, I might switch to the Steel Org, since they're using them all the way around here. Even though I don't particularly like it.
I anticipated you'd make it this far. I had no doubts about your capability. But I am not so easily betrayed. Did you ever think about what it takes to live as long as I have? To come this far? Consider that lack of judgment in your last few seconds.
Wait, we can discuss this. I'm coming for you, LaCroix. You hear me? I'm coming for you. Consider this. You're going to die tonight. So this is something which I remember way back when I first played it. And it confused me quite a lot. Because I was like, oh, it's LaCroix speaking. This actually isn't LaCroix. It's probably obvious to everyone else, but I kind of thought it was actually LaCroix. It's not. He's dominated someone and he's talking through them or something like that. I don't know how he makes them sound like him, but yeah. You think you could just look at him and see that it looks different, but I can't remember her face too well. Wait, we can discuss this. I'm coming for you, LaCroix. Consider this. You're going to die tonight.
Tick, tick, tick. A bientôt, kindred. Help!
It does say dominating guard, but I don't know. There we go. He had dynamite, or TNT and all that, strapped to his body. God. Possession. Okay. Is that what it is? God, look at look at the kick on it. It's just everywhere and whoop, 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 whoop. I just feel like I'm missing so many shots. Okay. I gotta switch to McCluskey. actually look different. So do you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on. Thank you. Ooh, you got a lot of blood in you. Thanks. Okay. Save. And I think there's some stairs or something going up. Or is the elevator? Elevator. Weep. Because it's a great idea to go back into an elevator. Fancy. Oh, you're a vampire. You're another vampire. You're a venture. I can't drink your blood. Let's go to third person for a bit. That's enough. Space aiming. So much harder. There we go. Whoop. Oh. Use the crossbow? Maybe. Would be useful against the vampires. These people must have, like, noble blood in them. Ooh. How kind of LaCroix just to leave boxes of ammunition lying around. Right. Okay, cool, cool. Exit. That exit sign's always supposed to be green. You see the Ventru's high-level armor there. They get a very nice coat. Ow! Because of course this is the same model for the Ventru as the player character. That's what you'd look like if you played as Ventru. He's just bored. Oh, I have to get... I'm stuck here watching the lift. While my... I don't know. 12 identical buddies all get the more fun job. Someone around here? I was given this gun, I don't know how to use it. Oh, interesting. When they're actually looking around like that, they default into a shotgun holding form. Instead of one appropriate for the steel org. Because he's holding it under the barrel, and then his hand moves back to holding the little grip to the barrel there.
Someone there?
Pfft. Oh, I have to put my gun away. That's right, to be able to get a kill, stealth kill on them.
I lost him.
But you can't get a stealth kill with a pistol. Damn it! You got spooked. Excuse me? Okay. We just like mind controlled that. I don't know where we went. I'm glad we didn't fall through the rendering or something. Okay. And up. Fancier. Ooh, hello. That's the sheriff. Uh-oh. The sheriff. Okay. Crossbow time. No! Okay. Well, go back to this. Ow! So yeah, stuff said by Andre earlier on is probably coming back to people's mind at the moment. Our blood is very potent for one so young, and I don't think there's a better showcase of that than dueling with the sheriff who killed our sire, effortlessly killed, what, 3 Sabat right near the beginning of the game. And, you know, is able to do things like this. Ah! Kyopteran Behemoth. Oh, right. Oh, and you'll see the humans are shooting at it because they're like, holy crap, what the frick is that thing? Eh. What the frick is that? Oh! That was like a screech he did, which stuns us. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna do some blood. Oink. Oh, it slows us down too. Let's just leave those humans around. They're confused by the massive bat which is flying around. And they're actually helping us too. Flamethrower. Come on! Don't aim up with the flamethrower, apparently. Can I try that on my own? Oh man. That is, yeah. Does that happen every time you use a flamethrower and you point up? Hold on. I gotta test that. No? It just like... Yeah. Okay. Don't aim straight up if you're using the flamethrower. It will hit you. Oh. Well, I gotta use it against those little guys, for sure. Okay, there you are. Hello. Again. Ow! Eee! Also the fact that our presence can work on him. Ow! Stop teleporting around. He's got one trick, and by God, he's going to use it. There we go. So, again, I forget what type of vampire the sheriff is, but this is all abilities which his type is able to do. Turning into a giant bat and, all that. So, ow! Hey, you. Okay. There went all of my flamethrower. I do have the crossbow. Which does have slow moving projectiles, so I'm gonna have to wait until he's sitting still. Oh, there's another one. It doesn't set them on fire. Kind of late. Stop mucking around. What are you doing, lad? Get down here and... Ah! As you can imagine, I don't know if you can even do this if you're melee focused. I don't know how I did it. You just have to shoot him with whatever you have, I suppose. Ow. Oh, no. Mid-flight. Mid-battle snack. Police! Still right there! Ow. Maybe when he does that? Let's go to him. Bust a few eardrums. Ow! Out of here, you little... Ow! Okay. Another blood pack. There we go. Whew. Okay. Hey, LaCroix. How's it going, buddy? I just, like, slaughtered my way through your tower. I have a mean vengeance.
Like sire, like child.
Nuh.
I should have killed you that night. How could someone as low as you injure me? Huh. You think you've taken everything away. But I still have my sarcophagus.
Ah, yes. And I have the key, motherfucker. But you need this to open it.
You've done all the work for me once again. So much to learn. I thought I had lost it all, but no. Here you've sailed on a Gehenna wind, bearing my salvation. The key to my future.
What are you so happy about? You want it so bad, why didn't you come over and take it? Shut your goddamn mouth, you long-winded Eurotrash prick. It's go time. What are you so happy about?
Give me the key.
He just tried to dominate us there. Never.
I said, give me the key.
Just trying to dominate us again. Don't waste your time trying to dominate me. Sit down, LaCroix. Get this. Yeah, sit down, LaCroix. Stab.
It can't end like this. Don't you see the Kuei-jin will kill us all? I can't lose. I will open the sarcophagus. I'll build an empire. It won't end here.
Yeah, take the key. I hope you get what's coming to you. Goodbye, LaCroix. Think I'll go take my key and see what's inside my sarcophagus. It's mine. All of it's mine. I win. Los Angeles will bend to my will. Take the key. I hope you get what's coming to you. Goodbye, LaCroix. Tonk.
Fool! You should have finished me. I've got the key. In a few seconds, I'll be powerful enough to crush you like paper. This whole city! In a few seconds, it will be all mine. Power.
Damn. Kid, I knew your reputation, but hell, I don't think any of us could have done LaCroix like that. Kid, where are you going?
Hey, hear me out. We could use someone like you. Kid?
Now ain't that a beautiful thing? Hey, mess around, buddy, I'm talking to you. You don't really talk much, do you? Hey, it happened just like you said. They never even knew what hit them.
Remember, wherever we go, it is the blood of Cain which makes our fate. Farewell, vampire.
There we go. Hey! I believe that's the actual ending of the game. Ah! Oh, bugger it. And I'd love to sit here and listen to the ending music because this is a fantastic song. It's, is it Swamped or is it Lesser God? Anyway. But we're gonna have to cut that. I apologize. Just look up the soundtrack. It's a great song. Anyway. Wait, what? Explain? Well, yeah. Well, that is the end of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. From what I understand, and I'm vaguely remembering what I remember reading about the plot, and it doesn't particularly explain everything. The one who caused all the deaths on the barge, or on the Elizabeth Dane, was Jack. And he made it look like the sarcophagus had been torn open. he planted the explosives in the sarcophagus and made off with the mummy inside of it, which I think is just a dead guy. I don't think it's actually a person or anyone important. This is why you don't want to open up the sarcophagus, because it's full of explosives, and if you do, it blows you up. So yeah. I think that's the canonical ending, where you just declare your independence. And all that. I can't really remember much about the endings. He sort of let LaCroix hoist himself by his own, or kill himself by his own petard. Kind of thing. At the end there, we also see the taxi driver. It is, as it was mentioned during the stream, in an earlier part of the stream, but I didn't actually read it, that the taxi driver is assumed to be Cain of Cain and Abel, because I think it's like Cain is destined to like deliver the kindred to their destinations or something like that, as you were saying near the end, I think. And it's sort of assumed that he's the one who's behind your power increase. But it's not, as I said, it's not really ever specifically mentioned. So, yes. After all this, apparently there was no antediluvian. So there would be no Gehenna, but from the events of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, and I think also the more recent editions of Vampire the Masquerade, it is believed, I think it is actually Gehenna does come around, which kills off a lot of the older vampires, but doesn't kill all vampires, which leads to sort of a restructuring of things, I think. And that's why in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, I think you start off with a thin blood, and then you end up having committing diablerie to become a full-fledged vampire. Something like that. Anyway, I'm glad to have seen that, because the Camarilla ending is not as interesting. I think if you side with LaCroix, then of course you die in the explosion with him. Gehenna and the second Inquisition on the newer books. Okay, fine. I haven't read any of the new rule books. As I said before, the only one I have is Vampire the Requiem, which is very different. It's essentially a alternate reality. It's not really connected to Vampire the Masquerade at all. It does have some of the same clans. I think there's only 5 major clans, and there's like variations upon those clans, which vaguely fit into some of the older clans. Like, there's the Ventru, and then there's like a sub-bloodline of them, which is the Malkovians, which are kind of Malkavians, but not really. And then I think there's the Nosferatu, but then there's like a few different sub-variations of them or something like that. Anyway, what else? What was I saying before I said that? Can't remember. Yeah. Oh dear. Thoughts just went out of my head. Oh yeah, the endings. You side with LaCroix, you end up dying in the explosion. If you side with Camarilla, as I've said a few times, I think they just end up taking the sarcophagus and putting it into a storage house. Assumably it doesn't explode, so in that case, possibly it did contain an antediluvian. Maybe the explosives only detonate if it's opened up. It's entirely possible that's the case. The Anarch's ending, I don't actually know what that entails. I assume it's similar to this, except you celebrate with Nines Rodriguez and the rest of the Anarchs, of restoring the Anarchs' control over Los Angeles. If you side with the Kuei Jin, which I think you can do, but it's not really a good idea, I think they shove you into a box and they push you into a box and shove you over the side of a ship or something like that, and you're just stuck in a box because they don't, they don't work with kindred. I think it's something like that. And then there's the neutral one there, which is you get to see Jack celebrating the death of LaCroix and having a smoke on some lawn chairs, watching the explosions from a distance. You think the canon ending is the Anarch ending? It might be. I don't really know. I always thought that the neutral ending was the canon ending. Let's see. Canon ending. Oh, well, this says it's likely, but I don't know. Maybe there's not a specific, like, maybe it's never specifically been said. Let's have a look. I can actually read out descriptions of the endings. It'll be better than my fuzzy memories of them. Okay, in the Camarilla ending, which can be followed through with the Tremere Primogen, that's, what's it called? Maximilian Strauss, the character destroys both Ming Xiao and LaCroix's sheriff, and Prince LaCroix is presumably sentenced to death. The sarcophagus is stored away in a warehouse. The dialogue for this changes slightly depending on the player's clan and certain side quests. Choosing the Kuei Jin path means that the player character doesn't have to fight Ming Xiao. Instead, they head directly to Venture Tower to fight the sheriff and confront Prince LaCroix. However, after besting them and seizing the sarcophagus for the Kuei Jin, they are betrayed. To stop any of the Kane's descendants from gaining whatever power is hidden in the sarcophagus, Ming Xiao dumps it in the Pacific Ocean with the player strapped onto it, unable to free themselves. Allying with Prince LaCroix, the player character convinces him that they did not sabotage his alliance, and he sends them to kill Ming Xiao and retrieve the key of the sarcophagus. Upon doing so, the prince, elated, names the protagonist his right-hand man and asks them to open the sarcophagus. And inside is the C4 farewell note from Jack, the Anarchs from the beginning of the game. Yep, LaCroix descends into mania as the penthouse explodes. And you see the same thing at the end of that one, apparently. If the player character chooses to side with the Anarchs, they briefly reunite with Nines Rodriguez before going off to the Kuei Jin stronghold, kill Ming Xiao, and retrieve the key to the sarcophagus. Then they make a final assault on LaCroix's tower, killing the sheriff, and the same things happen again. Alternatively, you could choose to open the sarcophagus personally, but then it still blows you up. Yeah, so the personal path is essentially the same as that. Something which I didn't see there is if you do sign with the Anarchs, you get to see Nines Rodriguez. I believe you go to the Lucky Star Motel and you meet him there. We did see him in the ending there, and he was a bit beaten up. He did manage to kill the werewolf he was being attacked by. I believe he has its head on the bench next to him. Bed next to him. I would have actually liked to have seen him so that we could say, like, oh, you killed yours too. I killed mine. I killed the werewolf which was attacking me as well. But yeah. You think the canon ending is the Anarch ending because in newer books the city is Anarch controlled. I mean, either way, that doesn't completely counteract the ending we got, because the Camarilla have certainly been put on the back foot here. LaCroix is gone. Strauss is still around, but, they've suffered a major blow. And the Kuei Jin are also without their leader, Ming Xiao, so the Anarchs have probably got a much easier time of regaining control of Los Angeles than they had beforehand. I suppose it's kind of summarized nicely at the end there by Prince LaCroix. Not Prince LaCroix. Nines Rodriguez, who sort of says, we could use a person like you. And you're just like, no, I'm not going to be used by anyone. Even if you sign up with them, it's sort of like, how can you can work and benefit us rather than just being your own person, which I suppose we'd had enough of being pushed around all the time. So yes. Anything else in this? bunch of Easter eggs, but we did see some of those. There's a Troika billboard, and so on and so forth. So, yes. Anyway, that was Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. A very enjoyable game. I do think it resonated stronger to me the first time I played it. I suppose just because I was in the right frame of mind when I first played it. So, struck a chord with me there. It was also a whole lot more of like, you know, oh, I wonder what's possible in this game. Because it seemed like when you did things, the game actually recognized that you'd done them. Like, dialogue would be slightly different and so on. But after playing it a few times, you can see it's very linear towards the end. As these games tend to be. Like Deus Ex. And other games which have multiple paths, they tend to combine towards the end. There's an Easter egg ending, is there? What would that be? Oh, okay. I don't know whether that would be active. It's apparently something there's in the plus patch. In Hollywood, inside the Lucky Star Motel, you can find a laptop inside room 3. Enter the word Easter egg, followed by the word hint, and the computer will tell you to open doors here often to the werewolf in the sky. Apparently get to see a dancing werewolf. I don't know if we'd have that, because I didn't have the, I just had the unofficial patch installed. I didn't have the, extra content. Yeah, I don't have the plus patch installed, so I might play through it again with the plus patch, because I would most likely, I do think sometime in the future, probably not soon, I will play through Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines again as a Malkavian, probably with the plus patch, just because I think I wasn't trying to give away too much of the plot doing this. I probably failed terribly at that. But playing as the Malkavian, we'll be able to, like, you know, I'll be able to, like, we'll be able to see the comments and explain what they mean, and so on and so forth. Because the Malkavian does have a lot of, what's it called? Not fourth wall breaking, but, like, plot relevant stuff earlier on. Also, just a reaction to characters is kind of funny, because they're constantly like, what are you talking about? Anyway, so yes, that's enough of me rambling. That will be it for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Hey, we nearly took up 2 hours. Actually worked pretty well. Thought it'd be like an hour to do, but that was a lot of combat. And I'm glad I didn't struggle too much at it. I remember that Ming Xiao battle being a heck of a lot harder. If I do play through as a Malkavian again, oh boy. Maybe I'll focus on guns again. That made it horrible. Just watch it on YouTube. I might do that in my own time. I'm not familiar enough with this to be able to catch it. Malkavian is spoiler playthrough. It is. I do know that's the general consensus of it. As I've mentioned before, my first playthrough of the game was as a Malkavian, because I'd bought the game, and I really hadn't read anything else about the game. And I thought playing through as a Malkavian the first time was perfectly fine. It's not overly spoilerish. If anything, if I managed to figure out what was being said, it made me feel kind of smart that, you know, unraveling things a bit more, it didn't ruin the plotline for me. Because also, you were saying or hearing things which you didn't know what they meant, and then later on you were sort of like, oh, that's what they was talking about. Which is rather in character for the Malkavian. So, if you play through as another character, and then play through as a Malkavian, you can certainly see, oh, this is talking about this is talking about that, that's spoilerish. But playing through as Malkavian first, I feel it didn't mess things up too, it didn't, like, lay bare the plot at the beginning. Also, just because the Malkavians are crazy, or are mad, that you can't trust everything which they're saying, because it's not all true. And even that is not, like, you know, solid evidence as to whether some things are true or not, just because a Malkavian says it, because even you don't really know whether it's true or not. You're just saying stuff. Anyway, that'll be it for Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I will the Toreador playthrough. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll join me for the next one. Stop the recording here.